Hello, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am going to talk about my labor and delivery 3 years after I've had my child. Now, my daughter, she had turned 3 in October. October is very young. So she turned 3 in October, and I was just thinking back at how everything went down all the way up until she came into this world. And boy, was it just wild. It's like, because I was 18 when I had her. I'm 21 now. So it was, I believe it was on a Saturday. Yeah, it was on a Saturday. I had woke up, went walking, you know, put on clothes, went walking. I had stomach pain. I didn't really think nothing of it because I was not very comfortable while I was sleeping. So I just really swept the stomach pain away. Like, I just really brushed it off. Little did I know. So I went walking. So when I went walking, I came back. I was like aggravated a little bit and stuff because like I was ready to have my baby and stuff, and I really didn't have much going on. And everybody was in college, you know, enjoying their freshman year, and I'm just in here preparing for a baby. So fast forward a little bit more. Me and my mom, my mom had to go do hair that day. So I decided to go with her. I always go with my mom when she do hair. So I just started having like really, really bad stomach pain. So I was like, ooh, the baby must be moving around and, you know, must be pressing on something. So it had got very intense to the point where I started crying. So my mom was like, oh girl, you're in labor. And I was like, okay, take me to the hospital. And she was like, you're good, you're good. You know, they were like far apart, the contraction. It wasn't really active labor yet. So I was just having a little pain here and there. So we're up at her client's house, and like the stomach, like the pain is getting closer and closer and closer and closer. So I'm over here telling my mom like, yo, take me to the hospital, it hurts. And she was like, girl, you better enjoy all this walking around, because once you get in the hospital, they're going to have you just sitting there. And I was like, if anything happens to my baby, I'm gonna be mad at you for the rest of my life. And she was like, oh girl, see, my mom is West Indian. She's like straight from the island. So she's like, girl, you know, she's like, I've been down this road twice. I know what's going down. So, you know, I'm up at my mom's client's house in labor, her client's house. Now, her client, we've been close. Like, you know, we'll come over sometimes when my mom doesn't have to do her hair and just hang out. She'll cook for us. You know, she's a grandmother, so, you know, that grandmother hospitality. So I'm up here at my mom's client's house, I'm just in labor. So, you know, it's like, it's there's like, the pain is like, it's like very close together now. So I'm up in my mom's client's bed, just laying there, you know, just going through the contractions. And what made my mom eventually take me to the hospital is that, ooh, I was acting up. And then plus I was just in my client's bathroom, just sitting there. And I was like, oh, my baby doesn't come while I'm on this toilet and stuff, because I don't want that. You know, I don't want to make a scene like that, even though all the attention's going to be on me. I don't want to make a scene like that and then be on the news or be in the neighborhood, people talking about it or whatnot. So my mom was taking me. So my mom finally took me to the hospital. So I'm up in the hospital. Like, they gave me some medicine, and then I went to sleep. And when I woke up, I was just like chilling and stuff. And I was like, dang, like the baby's still in here. But I was like dilating real fast. Like, it wasn't like no slow, you know, I'm stuck at this centimeters. No, I was dilating real fast. So they were like, do you want to get the epidural? And I was like, I feel fine. My mom was like, get the epidural. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it. You know, because, you know, I just didn't want to feel that pain later on, since I was already, you know, dealing with the contractions. I was acting a fool. So I get the epidural and whatnot, and it's just like chilling. It's really, really late at night. It's like probably like 10, 11 o'clock at night. And like, I'm just sitting up there watching TV, and you know, they'll come in and they'll tell you to push. And like, they had to turn off the TV because like, I was not really concentrating on like, you know, my pushes. You know how they be like push 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I wasn't really concentrating, so she like, and then like she looked at me and she see me watching the TV, so she turned the TV off, and I was like, okay, so she want to be boring. So I was pushing, you know, whatever. So everything was going fine and stuff. So she was like, while in the middle of pushing, she told me to hold. She was like, all right, don't do nothing else. So me, being 18, not really knowing nothing much about labor or how the whole situation goes down, I'm thinking if I relax my muscles, the baby's gonna go back up inside me. So I'm up here just holding it. I'm not doing nothing. Like, I'm just in there. And my mom was like, why are you so tight? And I was like, she told me to hold my position. She told me to hold my push. So my mom was like, girl, it's like, it's embarrassing though, because like, now that I think about it, it's like, I feel kind of dumb a little bit. But I'm a first time mom. That was the first time mom. I guess he was like my 3rd, 4th baby or whatnot. So eventually, you know, like with the epidural, you don't really feel the contractions. So like they'll look on the monitor, and then when they see a contraction coming, they'll tell you to push. So I'll push during every contraction and whatnot. You know, push. You know, so somehow the TV came back on, and like me and my daughter's dad was watching the TV, and they turned the TV off again. So, you know, push. Here comes the baby. So I'm just like, okay, the baby's out now. Like, she's crying and whatnot, but I'm like, give me the kid. Like, in movies, you see them put the baby on the chest. Like, give me my kid. Like, they took her, wiped her down. Then they eventually gave her to me. And I was just looking at her, like, I was looking at her. She was looking at me. I was like, hey. Because, you know, I'm young, you know. But it was just like, I was just mostly in shock, because it's like, yo, like, this is like, it's a blind date. Like, yo, this is what I've been carrying for the past 9 months. And this is my child, my baby. Like, I was like, oh my gosh. I was just in shock. But it was like, I was relieved. Like, I was in a good mood. And I was just relieved. And just like, overall, just, like, everything that was going on before the labor, like, it didn't exist. A day or an hour or two before she came to us, well, it didn't exist. Like, I was just relieved. But like, just thinking of back at everything, it's just like, it was funny a little bit though. But you know, your first child, like, you're always going to remember, like, your first child, what went down, what was going on, what day it was, what you was wearing,